Hey guys, and welcome back to another video tutorial. This time around I'm going to show you how to block macros in Office 2016 using the LANDESK security suite. Quick introduction, my name is Rick Smith and I've been working as a LANDESK administrator for several years now. I hope you find this video useful and instructional. If so, please feel free to like the video and subscribe. Also, if you'd like, get in touch with me via LinkedIn, Twitter, or leave a comment below. All right, just a little quick disclaimer here. So always test out any new configuration and changes you make in a production environment. You want to be sure that what you're testing and putting through does exactly as you wish. So again, I'm going to demonstrate how to block Office 2016 macros using the LANDESK Security Suite product, and specifically going to use the Patch Manager portion of the product. If you are using the Absence Environment Manager product, I'd encourage you to check out my other video on how to do this using Absence EM. There is a link to the video in the description below. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we are within the LANDESK Management Suite console. What we're going to want to do is go to Security and Compliance, and then open up Patch and Compliance. Now this specific definition is a security threat type, and before you can apply it or enable it, you need to ensure that you've downloaded these security threats definitions. So what we're going to want to do is go into Download Updates. Make sure that you have Windows, and under the Security section, we want to make sure that we have these Microsoft Windows security threats enabled. And then we're going to want to go ahead and download them if you don't. So I have already downloaded these, and I'm going to show you where it's at. So the first thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and filter down to security threats. Then just go ahead and type in Office and hit enter. And you'll come up with the ST block Office macros security definition. Alright, with the security definition open, I do want to make sure that we understand what it is we're applying, how it's getting applied, and to whom it's going to go. Generally speaking, on the description tab, there's always a lot of useful information. So right now I've got it set to scan globally, which means that all my devices will at least scan for the definition flag if they need it or not, and under autofix I have nothing set just yet. If we look at the rule properties, one of the reasons why I say always understand what it is that you're applying is, as I was going through this, I looked at the affected platforms. You'll notice that Windows 10 and 10x64 are the only things that are selected. So if you were just to go and say autofix this, and, hey, my enterprise is completely secured, and 90% of your enterprise is Windows 7, kind of like the majority of the enterprises are right now, this would do absolutely nothing to protect you in the 90% of those devices. So I do have an email out to the content team at LANDESK asking if there was a reason specifically that I am unaware of as to why those were not checked. So by the time you see this video, they may actually be checked for you. Otherwise, you may need to just clone the definition to create a custom definition and check those boxes yourself. With LANDESK provided content, it is set to kind of a read-only, so you're not able to just go in there and check it like you see me, and probably hear me trying to click now. So this specific definition, not going to go through all of these line items. I'll let you do that on your own, but this specific definition is a custom script, and it's going to run a custom script. And basically what it does is it's going to go through and loop through all the profiles. The policy is a current user profile GPO that is set. With Absence with Absence Environment Manager, we can set a user logon action item to say apply this GPO lockdown. In the case of LANDESK, it's at the local system level. So we have to, the script's got to run through and loop through every user account, and then also set it for the current user, so all new users that log in get the registry policy by default. All right, now that I've gone through some of the security definitions, I like to add some notes, basically calling it out, especially to my coworkers or whoever, or even to remind myself something critical about this definition. So right now I'm just putting in there that it applies to only Windows 10. We need to possibly clone it from Windows 7 and 8. And also to call in for LANDESK content team to figure out if we can just enable that by default. So there's various ways in which we can employ this security definition. and I'm not really going to go through all that training, but if you're new to the product, then I'll just give you 2 quick hints. First is you can go to AutoFix and you can set it up. Once you apply for AutoFix, if your security scan agent settings allow you to AutoFix security threats, then the next time security scan runs, it will then detect and apply that patch. So we can go ahead and leave it on and say okay there. Another way in which we can get this deployed, if we want to kind of push the definition out to be repaired, is we can go in and create a repair scheduled task. So I'm not going to go through all the settings here, but basically just to show you that you can create a scheduled task. You can see that I've done a couple other instances before, and you can just drag and drop some devices to it. Hit start. You want to make sure that you test this out as well, and set your settings the way it is that you want them to be, whether it be verbose, non-verbose, require a reboot, things like that. So that's it in a nutshell. Hope this video has been informative and that you've learned something. If you have, feel free to like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment below.